Far be it from me to predict what's going to happen in Washington, D.C., although I spend a fair amount of time there. I think one thing we have learned in the current administration is that if you think what's going to happen next, you are a fool. However, one thing is for certain, and that is that the current head of HHS is a smart guy, and he's been around the block a few times. I think we can look for a couple things that, well, some will be okay and some will be challenging for community oncology. First of all, I think PBMs are in everybody's crosshairs. We'll see what happens with PBMs. I mean, on the one hand, we've got consolidation in the private space with Cigna and Express, for example, CVS and Aetna, for example, and then, of course, Optum has always been a big pharmacy benefit manager. What we're seeing is through vertical integration, bringing a lot of that distribution and management in-house for the big payers. That will clearly have consequences for the community oncologists. On the other hand, this nonsense about DIR fees and you know, poaching patients and all that stuff. Listen, and rebating. Holy smokes! Congress is, I think, aware of this, and God knows Alex Azar is aware of this. We're going to see changes in PBMs. That's one really interesting thing. The other interesting thing is, I don't think we've ever been closer to the end of buy and bill. Now, that is a hard thing for people to hear, but I think this is why. First of all, there is, be it unfair or not, the perception of impropriety. The concept that physicians, oncologists are better compensated if they give a more expensive drug. And listen, please don't insult me by telling me that I'm not right, I'm not fair. I know how the game is played, and the truth of the matter is, I believe very strongly that community oncologists simply never make therapeutic decisions based on how much margin they're going to get. I just don't think that happens, ever. I don't care what the people in Washington think. I don't think that's true. On the other hand, having a patient with HER2-positive breast cancer can't be like winning the lottery. I mean, because you make more money. That's just not right. It looks wrong. So we've heard stuff like Part B into Part D, which is white bagging for all intents and purposes. We've heard all kinds of stuff about how we're going to control drug prices, and I think community oncology is at risk because some of those, they will be collateral damage if some of those things come to pass. Now, it's been said it's an election year and nothing's going to happen. Boy, oh boy, we've never had an election year, a midterm election with a president like the one we got now. So I think we will see what happens. I think it would be extraordinarily foolish to simply presume that nothing's going to get done, because things can get done administratively that don't require congressional action that could really change the way we do things. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm an interested observer.